Yeah, and welcome to another edition of Unkgeta Reacts. And this time we're going from the fan war to the fan battle this time. Because we got another fan battle between the Litch from Adventure Time versus Aku from Samurai Jack. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Yeah, man. Now I'm going to tell you what. I think we're familiar with both series on this one. I especially know about the Litch. The first time when I freaking didn't see him. And Aku, man. Aku is one of those tricky people. These are one of these tricky little demons over here. That hold Jack up for 5 seasons. 5! And it's only better here I came behind that. I can't wait for him to, man, him is gonna be bothering, gonna haunt him next. He's still on him. Alright, but this dude is so stupid. Look at this guy. I think he had us mark. You lost the Samurai Jack, man. And then you fool around with me and you got popped by him too. Now you gonna have to fight each other doing this. Okay, you know what? Let's just click the video and go watch this fight, alright?
Hey, before we begin, just wanted to say we have a Patreon now. Backers get their name in the credits, so if you ever want to support the channel, check it out there. On with the show.
The Litch.
I should probably check out that Patreon. Is it for free?
Aku, the Earth's primordial shape-shifting master of darkness.
Asteroids have killed a lot of dinosaurs throughout history, but not many humans. These Cartoon Network baddies are here to prove that they can.
No, not those types of baddies. Usually, I'm Noah, she's Wagon.
And we're here to research their strength, speed, talents, and tech to find out who would win.
In an all-out fan battle.
6 million years ago, the magician Urgence Evergreen saw a green comet coming.
Let me see. A little bit of change around here to get this phone away. This analysis will use soft composite Adventure Time media. This includes the main 3 TV shows, comics, and books for the Unkgeta run. Aren't they gonna use the games too? They said books, the 3 TV shows, and the comics. Like the Unkgeta run. Oh. You should have used this video game budget, but okay. Let's move on, man.
It grew horns like the devil. It writhed in fury and agony.
Let me turn
It
this
was
up.
at odds with its own existence. It was pure suffering, pure evil. And when it inevitably hit the planet,
There you go.
well, it wasn't exactly the Ice Age that killed the dinosaurs.
And yet, it wasn't the first to land. Every 1,000 years, the divine archetype hits the Earth in the form of a catalyst comet, bringing a new age akin to the age they represent.
Yeah, I know about that Catalyst Comet, man. Yeah, I know about that Catalyst Comet. You do? Because I saw that show with my girlfriend, Ren. We used to watch Adventure Time every single week it comes out. Oh, so you were an avid Adventure Time watcher then. No, have you know I'm an avid watcher of freaking regular show. What? Yep. Man, regular show, yeah, right. Yeah, regular show wasn't even my girlfriend's name. You even watch regular show? I thought regular show, was too obnoxious. No, it wasn't. I watched all the Cartoon Network shows, including those. And even the blocks from Toonami, come on, let's just be real. That's how we got, Toonami. Well, you can never go wrong, but Adventure Time, was only our bag, but the regular show, it just seems like it's just for stoners. Hey, it was gonna be on Adult Swim until it got converted to Cartoon Network, but it probably now gets converted to Adult
The
Swim.
Lich has devoted himself toward making
We're
tribute
talking
to
about the Lynch. Okay, hold on. Talking about the Lynch over here.
Everywhere you will die.
What? The
The last Scholar Glob. Yeah, here it is. Last Scholar Glob, reincarnation of the Green Catalyst Comet. Go eradicate all life. Nightmare of Cartoons Network. Nightmare of Cartoon Network children. Man. I wonder why they want. I wonder why Warner Brothers and David Slapshot wants this guy. Wants all the cartoons gone. He thinks children will get nightmares. Right. But I think the only biggest nightmare is Cartoon Network is so because he hates cartoons.
Lich devoted himself toward making tribute to the ancient
It's just the same thing.
To that end, he decided that his tribute would be the extermination of all life in the universe, i.e. killing everyone and returning the universe to its original primordial soup.
Yeesh.
Yuck.
Not
Dude.
an easy task to be sure.
When I saw that scene, that just gave me nightmares with that.
Besides, on top of not aging and regenerating limbs, the Lich isn't necessarily a single physical
Were you a
being.
kid when you... No?
Rather, he's more of a spirit that possesses different host bodies through mental corruption.
Suitable hosts can be anything. Human.
What's up with... And there's the ability. No? But this thing gave you nightmares? Oh, absolutely. Every time I watch this guy the Lich, Jesus, dude. I always... Every time like this, we always used to skip episodes because that guy the Lich was a scary one, man. I mean, I see him every night in my freaking sleep and I couldn't get rid of this guy. Did you try fighting him in your sleep? Yes, and it didn't work. Look at all these abilities. It's like he has pyrokinesis, mind control, possession, cancel, awareness, commands, fall, burn, release, come, cease. And immortality, regeneration, non-physical interaction, flight, death aura, reality warping, matter manipulation, teleportation, biological manipulation, soul manipulation, interdimensional interaction, hallucination, illusionary world creation, called the echo of the Lich. He even probably gets you in the dreams of freaking Freddy Krueger. I don't think he's in that look. I don't think he's like that. Okay. Okay. Listen. You have to get over your PTSD. I know the Lich is scary. I know the Lich is a scary bunch, man. He's a scary dude. Gotta get over it.
Even snails immune to his control. He's not necessarily linked to one.
Gotta get over it, man. That Lich... Yeah, no.
Just at a time, so good luck
Hey.
dealing with that.
He can spew fire from his hands.
Yeah, I know.
His reeky ass breath.
He's...
To sleep.
Man, look at this guy.
Summon a kaiju-sized wraith that can also cast illusions.
Dude,
and
listen.
grow you from the inside.
Fall.
Even his aura kills you. Just being near him passively controls your mind and causes lower life forms to wither away and decay.
No exploiting weaknesses either, as he can perceive the past, present, and
Let's see. Occasionally makes this past and the future prophecies of the future visions of the past. It's becoming a lot easier to swallow as everything loses rigidly. Yeah, like my freaking sanity. Breifs, come on, dude. You gotta get through this, man. Look. The Lich is only just an astral. It's only just a pigment in your imagination. He's fictional. Nobody's supposed to get. Get over it. Crazy.
so all of this
You're a
same
person
time,
like that.
You also just can't kill him. If even a single remnant of Lich remains, he can reconstitute himself from a puddle and start the possession process
Yeah.
all over again.
Get over that.
The crystal ceiling person by
Jeez.
This was how he cheated death again and again.
Yeah, a lot of
and
times.
again.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll get to that later.
The magic damning sap by the great hero Will, he would.
Whoops.
This was how he cheated death again and again.
There are a lot of times. Well, we'll get to them later.
Again and again. After being sealed in a
And if you're wondering why there are two bellies One's a robot, don't ask. One's a robot, don't ask. Well, next. Wait. Oh, so I didn't know there was a comic, but then there was two Billies and one. Billies. You know, I heard about stuff like this. You know, I never. My girlfriend reads the comics. I always someone else thinks to read these comics, but every time I read these comics, you know, I ended up getting comics. He always give me that weird still look on his face, and I never messed with the comics again. And unless I ask her. So you borrowed them without asking. Pretty much. Nah, I was just kidding. She let me read those comics. But here's the thing. Comics. No, I really would. Comics. I had physical copies. All I do now, and for me, she reads the physical copies. Me, I just read Webtoon. That's all. Just Webtoon. A bunch of cool stuff on Webtoon. My Swolmies. Hey, I'm reading that comic. Oh, you're reading. Oh, you're reading. You're reading that comic then. Yeah, I'm reading that comic though. Wow. Yeah, you know that chick in there? Oh boy. But yeah, I have a wife though. Actually, sometimes I just read when my business. But it's kind of, but I don't read as much because the wife and all that mess. Oh, my wife is a swallow. Your OCN was a swallow. It's heck. You know what? I don't like to really. Yeah, except I don't really talk about it.
Dude, shut up! You're jumping the gun! Area. Bailing him out with a single crack.
Crack. Like Jack cracked a...
Dude, shut up!
Yes, sir. This dude, this dude just wants to go and jump in the gun. Look, hey, man, this dude over here going on here jumping the gun. Okay, Cheetah, remind me not to jump the gun if we ever do a research with either Aku or Samurai Jack. I'll put it on my memo. Thank you.
Anyways, this began a very, very long battle with his now new nemesis, good old Finn the Human. Remember that blue comet we were talking about? Yeah, that's him. And that rivalry isn't going anywhere.
He has the power to back it up, too. He's destroyed the Gauntlet of the Hero, survived the normally lethal portals to gold, and even killed several Citadel Botians who can defeat aliens that slice planets to pieces.
Certainly enough to match Finn, who can react to objects on the way to Mars at 62 times faster than light. With this level,
62,000 times faster than light. Died name. Oh, look at it. Oh, you trying to like? Man, we'll leave it alone, cause this thing's kind of stuck or something.
Power, they battle again and again across history over the chasm which is nuclear well.
Some of my mouse is stuck.
Swapping into their bodies.
I don't know why, but it's stuck.
Although, skin.
And we'll deal with it later.
And yet,
Guess we just have to bear with us, cause this thing is just, stuck on this mess.
He still wouldn't die.
Every time he seemed to be gone for good, there was still another way to come back. Killing and burying the corpse of his old enemy Billy to manipulate Finn, storing his consciousness inside his own body to
Okay, whoa, wait up. Okay, alright. Let me see. Okay. Kill the dinosaurs just like his opponent Aku did. Because you stole like feet from my Aku. Boy, you gonna get in trouble. Yeah, I hope that nasty little Litch loses this fight. Didn't in our dreams like this. Okay, let me just read this. Fought in J several times. Cause we escaped the Citadel and killed getting Billy the hero. Killed Prismo, the Wishmaster. And killed the deal all light in a alternate universe. Or they do best in this worlds. Don't they want to kill me?
storing his consciousness inside his own body to escape erasure. There are so many instances where he should have just been done in. And yet he was still literally wished out of existence to never be created. He still has a way to call his way back. It just gets so much worse.
God, sick kill Boogeyman, kill that Boogeyman. We got to get the other done.
Unfortunately, the universe always finds a way to make Bane the Litch fight, and his madness accidentally ISO'd into the explosive. Of course, this released the Litch, who possessed that universe's Jake the dog, and turned it into that thing, which can turn into an oh my lord!
Oh,
Evil fucked up sludge, which Jake's hand was sliced off, which sent a copy of the link to every single universe in the multiversal cluster. Thought he was hard to kill before? Yeah, good luck, jackass!
Thanks, Finn. I couldn't have done it.
are you referring to Jack? Are you referring to damn? You really are jumping the gun, then stop jumping the gun! Y'all need to stop jumping the gun, man. Y'all just wanna get the IQ this baby. Y'all need to stop jumping the gun now.
Without you.
That's certainly not his first venture with the multiverse either. The
Oh,
Litch also
oh.
was a book called Enchiridion. Beyond the pages of How to Kiss a Princess,
The listener is not always has the echelon Breifs' turn zone. However, it's a MacGuffin. He has obtained over three times, including his last release appearance in Adventure Time 2025, such as we will be grinding him the buck.
this sweet baby can open portals to other dimensions.
So this came out 2025. That was last year, huh?
The cosmic imagination, the infinite source of magic across the entire multiverse that can alter reality.
The imagination manifestation of the visible from the invisible is the engine of the unconscious, and it is there that all desire, all dreams and plans and all achievements are born. Wizardly is the ability to control and focus the imagination in specific ways that will unleash hidden powers. Right.
Now,
If that's where the scale sounds out of place with these characters that can visually only blow up a continent, you'd be surprised how consistent this is. Baron can destroy people in all dimensions at once.
Was launched into the sun by Jake as the mushroom bomb blew a hole in the earth. Flew faster than Finn and Jake. Turned by portals to Glob. Survived the blast ass by a gumbo guardian. Killed Citadel Guardians with his essence. Essence. Freaking Lynch. He thinks he's cool with all these feats and all these other accomplishments. But you know, Roku will probably only do a hole in his dang chest. Yes. This is really personal. Yes. Okay, Breifs. No. This is really personal. This guy is getting on my freaking nerves. It's getting on my freaking nerves. I want to murder him so bad. I want to see his brains right there again. Okay. We gotta come on, man. Let's not use these reactions for this, man. Let's continue on, man. Come on, man.
Physically move universes with her magic connection. Jake can dodge the spark, which costs the cosmos in days, and Finn as early as season 2.
Her Miss Wizard was able to withstand and channel her magical energy to revive Finn, visibly and struggle to control it. This indicates at least some correlation from the energy to her durability. Easy.
Ran into a...
I think in my opinion, I remember this episode. That's the time when he used that sort of order for that cube that he drew, and it ended up being a black. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I guess I've seen some part. Yeah, I guess I remember it. Man, I remember this one too when I saw it. He almost got sucked up in that, though. That was dangerous. Or he already did. And then he survived.
And he came out unscathed.
and yet, through all this power and trickery, there's one thing that can stop the Lich. What happens if there's no life to kill? Well, nothing. He goes dormant forever, because a life without a purpose has no goal.
Consider how cosmic forces like the Lich are...
On this dormancy, it is lightning voluntary. Here and opportunistically choose an optimal moments to move again, like he did against Prisma. He can't even wait decades to do this, like, waste the timeline. So if he gets out of dormant, that's the only way you can end up stopping this fool.
He himself is
You gotta leave him with nothing to kill. Well, I hope he doesn't.
His very existence is antithetical to his goal.
He is a walking, talking contradiction, because even if he succeeds, he's still kicking. And now what does he do? Much like Comet he spawned from, it's as if his conceptual evil needs to be balanced out by a conceptual good. A hero, like man.
This blind devotion is best exemplified when he was given the form of life from cosmic dew, turning him into the oblivious and heartless Sweet Pea. Look at that little...
You know, he also would be a good old for Skeletor. If the Lich were to fight Skeletor because of the skeletons.
He was even oblivious when the elemental powers transmuted the entire land of Ooh into mindless minions, and he was still just fine.
But still, what piece of Lich lingering inside him, urging him to return to his pursuit of destruction? Beyond all logic and understanding, he still couldn't get it.
And yet, even Sweet Pea rejected him, killing the remnant of the Drake Hand and returned to existence. He couldn't even find him understanding himself. Sucks, huh?
Even in another alternate universe where he won and all life was destroyed, the Lich entered a deep state of depression. He went headed on and just died there like another corpse. It was only when new life came to the world that Lich returned to consciousness and finally met the god he had devoted his life to. Gold!
Looking, begging, pleading for a purpose and sheer rage for his pursuit was fruitless. He threw away his existence in every conceivable universe to its endless pursuit of chaos. Everything had been for it, yet it brought him no satisfaction.
Thinking back on it, what did Bulb even do to be called a Chaos God in the first place? Was it all just a projection to validate his own thirst for destruction? Was his infinite loneliness a fruitless pursuit for a non-existent tribute? He wanted answers, damn it! And Bulb responded by killing him in torturous agony. I mean, that sounds about right for being turned into a fucking Tetris piece. Still, yikes.
First, there was nothing. Then, there were monsters. At last, there was logic. If victory comes with no satisfaction, what is the point of the Lich? What is defense?
Mortals pray that those holes still show the passion of fire, or all of creation has already been doomed.
Yeah, and starts it. Yeah, it creeps everybody the fucking Breifs. Come down, bro. Come on. Man.
The end.
Jeez.
And I have come for you, Finn.
Long ago.
Yeah, we finally get the we finally get the Aku now.
Wandered the
This battle will have soft composite Asu, so comic books will also be included. Soft composite? Dude, come on. Alright, first off, there's only one composite. There's only one composite Aku. There's no alternate WoW. There's two. Whatever. I'm just gonna. There's probably two timelines. The past and the present. The past and the future. Okay.
Or was it simply pondering what kind of absolutely evil or atrocious act he could commit?
Well, too bad. We'll never
Is
know
this?
the one thing
Oh, so he was in a black ooze that was around the earth, and these three guys chased after him.
I mean, sir, it was some evil.
Well, the same three guys that would later, create Jack's sword. The whole holy katana right there.
Pure evil is unpredictable, and the gods
Odin, Ra, Rama. Those are gods based on Greek, Hindu, and Norse mythology, man. Yeah, those gods are based on Greek, Hindu, and Norse mythology, which is basically... See, Two of which I think Kratos went slim. Dude, that was just God of War, bro. That was it. Man, come on. That was just God of War, bro. That was that. Look. That was God of War, and that's Sony with that mess. This ain't got nothing to do. Yes, you thinking of these three from one Jack. Well, there's different versions in the early knowns of canons, but I was just joking, man. But okay, man. Besides, all the BC Kratos did, him fighting, you're not sure, but you never see his wife doing that. Nope. But Sony gotta go in there and replace him anyway. Man, this is just look. That's irrelevant. Let's just get the Samurai Jack now with Aku, please. Please. All right.
Causing the extinction of the dinosaurs and slowly spreading across the land. Its essence was so dangerous, so full of malice, that the Emperor, a badass samurai,
I thought the Litch was this was creepy. This guy. Hey, you look. When it comes to Aku, boy, you ain't never seen anything like him, bro. Well, honestly, you know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I have seen in only just well, I honestly seen all of Samurai Jack. I didn't get to watch the fifth season until after I got out of college. Cause I was just yeah.
The Emperor found
this guy creepy. Not really. Not really. He looks like a Japanese. He was like a Japanese version of the Powerpuff Girls villain. He looks like the Japanese version of the Powerpuff Girls him. What? Let me read this. The Shogun of Shaw, the deliverer of darkness, the master of masters. He's an ancient evil. Kill the samurai! What's the difference between jumping good and fighting again? What? What's that last one? Wait, what's the difference between jumping good and flying again? Look, no. Okay, let's just be honest here, and I'm gonna have to say this here. In later episodes of Samurai Jack, he was training his legs. He had these boulders just to jump that good. So what he does is not flying, it's just jumping good. And you see him in Samurai Jack versus Astro. That's bad with all people. And that big man's gotta be like 10 years old at this point. See? Probably 25 years old. Probably like the 20th anniversary of that.
20 years to an immortal who faces him. You can find him imploding him from the inside, decapitating him, burning holes in his body or tearing him to pieces, and he'll just come back good as new. Seeing how unstoppable he was, the Emperor was forced to flee and watch his land be destroyed by Aku.
Aku grew to the size of a mountain and burned his home to the ground.
Yeah,
Well,
man, that's Father Glover had the worst of it. And those three guys had to help him.
This
And in a mess.
Aku's existence, despite how unstoppable and unkillable he was to mortals. This sword allowed any mortal to destroy him once and for all.
It's basically his own personal peanut allergy. But in this case, he's allergic to a powerful sword.
Wouldn't that mean that literally everyone has a sword allergy?
I'm sure, but in this case, no normal weapon could harm Aku.
Okay, if anyone had a sword allergy, look, you can't. Okay, well, if you think about it, if you actually think about it, a sword allergy could probably be ending up in stab, murder, and stab. Some people just have dagger allergies. How do you know about? Okay, I know every inch and everything about the blade. Sometimes you get stabbed through the back, through the heart, through either a sword or a dagger. Sometimes all this other stuff. They probably have allergies for every other one of it. And that probably makes me think that even Frieza has a sword allergy. And that was when Charles went back in time to dealt with Frieza and his father. Okay, because the android was coming. Dude, that was the case in ways where the Z-Fighters have android allergies. Well, they Now, I don't think that well, technically, 18 and 17, if you haven't realized, or actually, but yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. No, how you? Yeah, I know. My dad told me that. The real names are Lapis and Lazuli. When I first heard of it, they were like, aren't these Adventure Time names? I'm like, what's the cute are even doing? Wait, 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 Dragon Ball came out. Our universe came out way before Adventure Time. Well, yeah, but now that I think about it, yeah, it may be like that. I don't know. Let's just move on. So yeah, so apparently this joke over here been terrorizing villages like this. This guy's a menace, man. Look, I'm kind of glad that after 5 seasons, this guy's gotta go. I can't even tell who's really much more of a menace. Haku or basically General Breifs from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, man. Well, Star Wars in general. No. Well, to be honest with you, I think Nate, the bigger menace out here would definitely be the all incarnations of the Shredder, including the 2012 one, because that dude takes his anger and frustrations out on Splinter Yamato Yoshi over some girl that got torn apart. That's it, dude. That's just a love triangle gone bad. We're talking about who's even worse than a menace, man. Man, I thought the Ledge was a menace. Shut up. Where's the tape, man? Okay, man. I had to be here.
Absorb projectiles like arrows and shoot them back.
But because of that putrid sword, the Emperor would seal Aku with the earth, and it was in a stone chamber, never able to harm a living being, never able to endanger the Emperor's home once again, until there was an eclipse that ended up setting him free many years later.
It was basically the pilot up, which is basically part 1 of episode 1 and 2 and 3 at the beginning of the same project.
Until Emperor's son returned to avenge his father and his home. That bullshit sword, you gotta be kidding me.
For his son, many years waiting for this moment to face and destroy Aku.
Yep.
No one even
So
knows.
Samurai Jack himself came.
Simply call him Samurai Jack.
Their battle was legendary. But before Jack could strike the final blow, Aku, nearing his demise, would tear open a portal in time. Jack would be flung into the future, where Aku's evil was law. And now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku.
I mean, yeah, that describes it pretty well. For thousands of years, Aku would conquer not just the Earth, but the entire galaxy.
Including almost the entire half of the Cartoon Network universe. Then not even the Powerpuff Girls could stop Aku. You know, I don't think Sam will either. Wait, let me think. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, there is a theory out there that Samurai Jack and Professor Utonium are related in some kind of way. Could Professor Utonium be Samurai Jack's descendant or something? Now that I think about it, I would have to say yeah. Except he doesn't go around swinging swords. He does go. Except the swinging swords, he does create 3 little perfect little girls with a batch of chemical X, mixing them with sugar, spice, and everything. Oh yeah, sugar, spice, everything nice. Yeah, yeah. It makes it look like we probably are trying. Yeah, we are hitting at him versus Aku weapons. Oh boy. Yep. You're basically hitting him versus Aku.
Him. Of his very name, no one could possibly stop him. But Aku always knew that Jack would return to defeat him.
You'd think Aku's world would be a lot more dystopian and hellish.
Yep, there's him, all right.
Advertising Aku's greatness. I mean, he has commercials and advertisements for himself everywhere. So much for the Shogun of Sorrow. It's more like Big Brother.
I'd argue he's more.
I don't think he's that. No, I don't think he's that far off considering we're heading in towards that future in 2026. So you pretty much said Donald Trump would probably be that Aku. So, yeah. But I don't think we want to mention
like Napoleon, but
Is that a
with
clip by Animal Farm?
control, Jack could never truly hide. Aku could see Jack's every movement, every plan, and every attempt to find the time portal to return home. And with the
Yeah, he's just refusing. He used to let Aku. Yep, he just refuses. Yep, he just refuses to use it. Yep, he just refuses to let Aku just go home. He refuses to let Jack go back in time, because if he did, he could end up getting himself killed. And he did this for 5 seasons too, in fact. That's a powerful feat in itself. But what messed up? So we got the shape-shifting, regeneration, flame projection, size manipulation, memory manipulation, teleportation, time manipulation, portal creation, clairvoyance, resurrection, mind control, sealing, telepathy, sleep, because he does need that, or sleep manipulation, duplication, consumption. Oh boy. So he can even manipulate your dreams, test to taunt you. I'm gonna have to say, if him pretty much may have the similar abilities, problem is where the similarities end. He only antagonized the Pepper girls, but Aku been antagonizing. Aku just really reality warps this dude in 50 years, 10 couldn't. So he pretty much on this model that he has 50 plus, well, 1,000 plus 50 years. Oh, anyway.
Two beams from his mouth and eye, teleport to any location you can think of, resurrect the dead, or even seal you in crystal as punishment. Aku could also just eat your memories by shrinking and going into your brain and physically.
Oh, he did that in the comics. I need to read the comics.
What the fuck?
he also has more unique abilities, like duplicating himself, becoming his own personal hobby, mind controlling, creating portals to a pocket dimension, putting you to sleep, or turning you into Aku by just you.
Oh, he does have a different method for that. One time, during one of Jack and Aku's great battles, Aku had a cold, somehow, and Jack ended up swallowing a piece of him, which would gradually turn him into Aku before he was healed with it. And Jack...
Yeah, I remember that episode. That was...
That's far from the weirdest
boy.
thing Jack in fights. Aku has fought Jack directly many times, even when he powered himself.
Yep, that shows he's an expert. Man to hand, let
Although
me see. Aku's strength depends on his size in battle. While fighting... okay. His battle and focus... His price is the taller his form is, the weaker it is. So even humans and animals are capable of hurting him when his strength is divided. Is he that divided? Okay.
There was a time Aku pretended to be a
That's
hermit, tricked Jack into fighting a living god. When he tricked Jack into...
Hello?
Hello? You want to walk?
That's okay. I have to take care of something, so I'm sorry about that. We're back. Let's continue. Okay?
being ambushed by zombies, and the time when he... Oh, hey, it's that gun you jumped, Noah.
Yes, we foreshadowed it, so do it.
Okay, so when Aku pretended to be a beautiful woman and made Jack all in...
A beautiful woman that he had to name himself Ashi. Which I think in this case, man, you almost got yourself in the soul. Maybe it was only just to prove that like Jack is gay, but he isn't really.
believed he had a chance to return home, only to reveal that it was him all along. He had to
Man.
Jack just so...
This little guy's like the Dio Brando of Cartoon Network, bro. That's even crazy for a JoJo character. Said JoJo has some world, dummy. JoJo can get stop time as the world needs a goddamn time in the dark.
destroy a way back to his time. And that's not even the craziest part. The
So he. Oh, oh god damn. Hell, he kind of had a daughter who was literally named Ashi, and he got.
Fucking escapades, Akuma could still never truly beat Jack. So he could sometimes fuck with his morale or prevent him from going home, but no matter what he did, Jack just wouldn't die or give up.
I mean, that part's not hard to believe. Jack has gone through a lot of insane things. He can block lasers, dodge rocks, react to literal beams of sunlight.
Yep, he's going through a whole bunch.
Re-entering the planet's
Hey,
atmosphere
man.
and staying on solid ground. The fallen impact Jack survived was over 4 tons of TNT. No
Are you
one
sure it's 4
died
tons?
survived that.
It was more than that.
He's a slacker either.
Are you sure it was actually 4 tons? Because it was more than just 4 tons. Anyway. Yeah, I don't even know if Fanval's calculating right. His feats are... He can burn villages while taller than mountains, which I saw. He can break through mountains, which that happened. Travel outside of the solar system, which also happened. Created a well of time to trap Jack, which that did happen too. And constantly fought Samurai Jack a couple of times more than forces by the cult Mako Iwasudo. God rest his soul. He also voiced Zuko's Uncle Iroh. He also voiced Zuko's Uncle Iroh, man, in the Avatar The Last Airbender before he broke and died too. So God rest his doggone soul. He's the go, bro.
He once traveled 1,000,000 times faster than light to arrive at a distant planet outside of the solar system. He became vastly larger than mountains, could burn entire
This beat does
villages,
not
and is
scale
powerful
up
enough to
Aku's reaction speed, and he's in his near flight, and already is set on which planet he needs to go to. Doesn't even matter. I hope this guy really wins. As long as Aku beats the Lynch in his own game, I want to see. It's one of my dreams again.
3 megatons of
3
TNT.
megatons.
And it's no surprise
Okay.
that Aku is far more powerful than Jack. But as long as Jack had that pesky sword, Aku couldn't really do anything. Heck, most of the time, Aku would send henchmen or bounty hunters or straight up armies to kill Jack. Yet none of them succeeded. Jack always came out on top, and that drove Aku mad.
You see, Aku has a special kind of patriotism for Jack. It wasn't because of cosmic balance, or pettiness, or even because of his playful nature. It was because of pure, childish ego. And imagine having a perfect world in your image, everything you ever wanted, and some guy shows up and just takes the fun out of it the longer he's there.
Not being able to get rid of Jack wasn't the only thing to drive Cuckoo. It was his influence, his popularity. Now everyone wants to talk about the super cool samurai that opposes Aku. Everyone loves Samurai Jack. Even the children want to be him. Aku was so jealous of his image, he tried even telling made-up...
Yep, it got the best of him. So I get... Yep. You know what I think, if this is the case, I don't think Aku was the main of Jack's existence. It was more like Jack was the bane of his existence, to the point where he was nearly going to kill him anyway, and everybody in his future started popularizing this dude, man. And Jesus. And that's because of his plain man jealousy that gets the best of him. But what you expect from this guy? He did a lot of other heinous crimes and stuff. All this because he was trying to keep Jack in the balls of time. He did a lot of cases property damage. That guy is a menace.
Every child in the city just to make Jack look like the bad guy.
Jack's heroics, his actions spreading hope across the world, and becoming a figure just as big as Aku himself, made a world he literally controlled become uncontrollable.
However, things would change. Aku destroyed the final time portal in the galaxy. It finally made Jack give up and lose all hope. And when he lost his sword, he became a shell of who he was.
I guess he succeeded in doing just that.
But the cards ended up being reversed back to him. Jack no longer had a reason to fight Aku, and he couldn't regardless. So Aku was essentially stuck in an endless stalemate, and it was incredibly boring.
Wait, back.
Okay. I think we... You know what, now that I think about it, when I did see the CE, it was like that. Jack giving up on his quest to go home. Kinda bored Aku to the point where he created this chick over here that later became his wife. But that was a big... This is what we talking about. When we say this is the biggest, dumbest mistake you can ever possibly make. Dude, Aku, let me tell you something, man. You get bored like this, but that's your freaking problem. You get bored like this, you end up... You know what, dude? And this is how you lose. You an idiot. You went from your base forward, you are an idiot. Who is that dumb dude? This is basically like you're the dumbest idiot. You're about as more of an idiot than every idiot. Yeah. Oh. And you gotta. Man, you was a it was a dump. But that, and you just. And that's how you got through. The people were tearing up on and then you screwed up. The people were going against you and you screwed up. It's a... And then you say you're gonna get the league, you're gonna take it out of the league. You don't want to kick him out. But this dude... Oh no, how was it?
Why couldn't you just teleport to Jack, vaporize him, then celebrate with vodka and some extra sick pepperoni pizza?
Well, he didn't actually know that Jack lost the sword. He just assumed Jack decided to never use it.
I guess that's on brand. Aku is very ignorant to the blatant disadvantages he has. Like when he had the perfect chance to destroy the sword and kill Jack, then for some reason decided he should just stab him with his own sword, because of cruel irony, I guess, only for him to forget that it can only be used for good, not evil. But I guess not noticing your enemy doesn't have a sword for 50 years is a lot worse.
Regardless, this left Aku in a state of constant unease. He couldn't kill Jack because he had that sword. He tried to kill Breifs to death, but turned out basically immortal. He could never truly enjoy his rulership, knowing that the one guy who could kill him would just never die.
But then, Aku found out he had a daughter named Ashi when he donated his essence to some weird ladies, made him his evil apprentice, who allowed him to finally capture Jack and broadcast his execution to the entire galaxy. Yes, it is this abrupt in the show as well.
Aku finally had the chance to kill Jack once and for all, and end the one samurai who could ever beat him. But unfortunately, through the power of galaxy-wide friendship and a Scottish army led by the best character on the show, and the power of Jack and Ashi's love, they finally resisted Aku's dominion.
Basically the power of friendship. That Inspector's dumbest mistake. It was dumbest mistake. Killed him in the end. Yeah. You know what I just realized? I think I'm even more screwed. I don't think I really want Aku to win now. Oh, no. You said you want to get rid of the Lynch, right? Like, well, maybe now I'm cool with the Lynch being it because once I'm gonna end up beating. I don't know, man. And I mean, I don't know. Just let it happen, man.
Create her own time portal, bringing herself and Jack back to the past.
Jack finally returned home, and with his return, he finally killed Aku once and for all. Rewriting the future and making a new one without Aku's evil. Jack finally succeeded, and now he had Ashi by his side.
And they even almost got married. But Aku had one last little middle finger to play for Jack. The timeline caught up to Ashi, and at their wedding, she would be
that didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't. because Brandon Solvikowski kind of made sure that didn't really happen in the Battle of Time game. It actually did not happen. So, yeah, he erased that timeline. And possibly because Raven from Teen Titans in the Teen Titans Go, wait. What's the Teen Titans Go Raven or just Teen... Or basically it was both Ravens from Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go kind of want to remove the demon part out of it. Yeah, not of it. And pretty much it was kind of because Batman. And possibly because we all know it was Batman and had that contingency plan for a coup too. Because he's Batman and possibly the only person in DC Comics who's also a friend of Scooby-Doo and possibly the entire half of cartoon work as most of the DC roster is on that level. But there's only one weakness that I don't think Samurai Jack or any of the cartoon characters couldn't stop. The end of Cartoon Network. Especially David Zaslav. Really? Oh yeah, because David Zaslav kind of killed off Cartoon Network and restructured the company and had James Gunn to write another Superman, but then that plan even backfired, and his plan was going to backfire with Supergirl. Plus, the acquisition with Paramount, and they bought Warner Brothers. So, that's probably going to lead into Dexter. So that would ultimately mean Nickelodeon's going to get their revenge in the hands of Cartoon Network for stealing their blueprints. Oh boy, Dexter, you're in trouble, boy. You're in trouble, buddy. You're in some trouble. Oh boy.
What?
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, we all know that didn't happen. The Battle of the Time game name and the actual gun ending that Gordon Solvikowski wrote in the game officially cleared that mess. So yeah. Whatever happened in the final ending, that was the bad ending. The good ending was the official canonical ending to Samurai Jack. He gets Ashi. So, that and pretty much Raven gotta remove whatever got through darkness they have on him. And yeah, on him. Which kind of now his successor, his descendant, which is he's told him created the 3 little girls. And then and they are the heroes that now save Townsville. From him and the rest of the other villains in Townsville, including Mojo, doing that goddamn ceremony that used to be their pet JoJo, that became Mojo. Stupid silly redneck pussy lumpkins. That's a sexy seducer. Those high school dropouts known as the Gang Green Gang. And the Amoeba Boys that just don't mess with, because Amoeba Boys, they don't just commit, it's the only crimes they committed is none at all. That's just, yeah. They're just too nice to the Amoeba Boys. So look, the Amoeba Boys, look, they ain't crooks. They just dumb, just idiots that do need a job.
Timeline caught up to Ashi, and at a wedding, she would be erased from...
Oh, that didn't happen.
What?
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay, I mean, I had a good conclusion going, and this is already pretty long. We're trying to cut down on time.
Yeah, so what actually happened is that while Jack and Ashi were traveling in the time portal, Aku intervened and trapped Jack in pocket realms made by Aku, mimicking exact events Jack went through the last effort. He created multiple pocket worlds, made Jack battle all the enemies he once faced, and constantly warped those realms, basically trapped Jack in an endless loop, filled with mystery. But then Jack ended up finding Aku, kicked his ass once more, and returned home and killed him. You got all that?
I mean, okay.
While Aku creates multiple pocket worlds and elves and via starting his death, does not apply his physical strength and is only a half speed, displaying his range of magic.
And so Jack and Ashi would wed, and while Jack remembered his past, Ashi was still there with him, and they'd live happily ever after.
Until Afro Samurai came to challenge Until Afro Samurai came to challenge Jack in a death battle, and he killed him. Look at him with the biggest goddamn just slamming it in. Kill for you. I'm sorry. Are you good? Are you good, man? So, Gita, are you good? Yeah, I just wanted to get that. I just wanted to get that out there. I'm sorry, man. I just wanted to get that out there.
Though Aku himself was destroyed, his presence will always remain. Jack may have destroyed Aku, but he could never destroy the memories of him, the influence he had on the world, and the evil he spread. There's far more darkness out there to haunt the world and remind it of the ruler and sad. In a way, Jack never killed Aku. He only delayed the inevitable.
In a way, Jack never killed Aku. He only delayed the inevitable. Well, actually, yeah, except the thing is. Yeah, except the thing is. Yeah, except the thing is, Jack kinda freaking nigga died. And even, except the thing is, he kinda died and his series ended. And what's in his place? Freaking Powerpuff Girls. Girls. Thing is, they pretty much already have, they already probably have Jack so ready to kill that fool. Well, then again, they're Symbiotic Titan. Then again, they're Symbiotic Titan, and that feature, as well as the many other things that Quentin Tartakovsky's made, like Primal. I probably need to watch Primal, but like Primal, yeah, I think even that evil ain't there to just for a freaking caveman to suffer that evil. But okay. Wait, Symbiotic Titan's kind of a different story. Actually, that Symbiotic Titan's a different story, dude. Oh. Because they were just alien royalty just living on Earth because their people were in danger. Too bad it only got canceled for like 2 seasons. Because needs to finish that. Yeah. The booty shaking thing was okay. It was all cool. And that's all the other shows, yeah. But none can't really capture the legacy that was actually Monjek, though. In a way, Aku's evil never really did die. But, Monjek never did die either. So, in any case, their good and evil reigns through other works of Quentin Tartakovsky in different forms in media, including Primal. Yeah. They could just make Samurai Jack references in Primal, but I don't know. Hey, let's just get to the battle. You're gonna pick the win. I'm gonna pick Aku.
Do not worry, Samurai. You will see me again. But next time, you will not be so fortunate.
Okay, the fighters are ready. The numbers are crunched, and it's time to run this.
Let's get ready for a deathmatch.
Hall of a Fool. See what this animation brings.
Foolish traitor. Stumbling into my domain will bring certain doom among. Wait. You're here already?
Buddy, that ain't freaking right.
Alright. I can finally get this over with. Be gone!
Buddy. Aku? Aku, you do realize that ain't Jack at all, man. You're actually facing the Lynch from Adventure Time, obviously. I'm just gonna say this.
Return. Shogun of Sorrow, your darkness is the final ingredient required in my spell to eliminate all life. You will see the decay of billions as world returns to its rightful eternal state. With your essence, I can destroy all life on Earth, then destroy what remains, from planet to planet, galaxy to galaxy, till nothing remains. Heal me, demon. Give me your power, and the light of creation will be snuffed by chaos.
So, you want me to destroy everything that exists in my domain, including my world and all I command.
All life will cease.
And the many years I spent enslaving and ruling over countless pathetic creatures
Have been a waste of time.
That guy who's doing the voice, it's actually good.
Yes.
Well, that is a hard decision.
Whoever's doing that voice of Lynch, man.
No!
Yep, they're going throwing hands.
Death looks then to countless worlds. Your empire is not an exception.
Oh God. New Lynch body scattered, murdering the earnings to themselves spells from days
The
long.
samurais did. What the?
I'm gonna see it ceaselessly. Zaku's body tears it off.
Yeesh, you monks are becoming something else. Your insolence will be repaid.
5 remain in the pit.
Utter annihilation!
Burn.
Hey, doggone, let's creep me that. Go get him, Marco! Put him right there, buddy!
Is this all you know?
Yeah, you enjoying this.
It is all just noise. Ugly, disgusting noise.
Oh,
Just
man.
the way I like it.
Man, you...
You are correct, demon.
Oh, what? What is... Uh-oh, he bringing it. Oh, he bringing it out.
All but child's play.
He just... Oh, boy. Whoa! I don't think Aku's done with you yet, Nick Lynch. Jeez!
This isn't over. I will return for my well of power and eradicate you in due time. This was all but a setback.
Why not?
Dang.
Skeleton doctor swaps it for more flaming. Well, I don't mind. Feel free to get off some steam.
Jesus, man. Oh, man, he punched his ass in there, man. Oh, boy. Yep. Going black, huh?
Fall. Deliverer of darkness. You have seen the rise and fall of countless civilizations, and yet you do not see the inevitability of your end. You are nothing but a shadow to expedite my quest. Nothing but
Does have a point.
hero that was robbed from existence. And that I will revert. You are nothing.
You're right. How could I forget? You're right.
You think that's short? This guy.
Cool.
This guy just did this for the dumbest movie you can think of, man. He ain't no stick sword. He ain't man enough to beat him. Only Jack sword can harm him. You don't have that. Only Jack sword, you dummy. Fuck that Lynch is this what he deserved, man.
Now, just to eradicate the zombie seconds. It's finally done. Now I can just reach total global annihilation.
Fourth. It is as I foretold. Your death will remain the last gift to the cosmos, as you have brought the destruction you fought long materialize. For eons I have waited. Dirt through age and complacency.
Oh, man. No. No.
The ceaseless
Wait.
complete.
You dead. I'm gonna be stuck in my dream forever, man. Oh, no.
It is done.
Looks like Catalyst thought it really was deadly.
Breifs, come on, man. Oh my god. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He'll get over it. I just gotta go finish this, alright? He'll come back.
Those poor dinosaurs, though.
So this fight was interesting to say the least. Both of the ancient evils have a lot of powers that make many tremble in fear, but only one of them has powers that would actually work on the other.
Let's talk about their abilities. Akuma has many powers that could potentially give him the edge. Corruption, communication, mind control, sealing, or even just eating memories.
All of
That's
this
how the
is
Lynch beats
impressive,
are.
But the
Wow.
thing is, none of them would actually work on the Lich.
Which already resists those first three because of the fact Sweet Pea resisted Bubblegum's elemental power, which does all of that combined. And yeah, Sweet Pea...
Well, Aku putting the Lynch to sleep could work in theory. Then the mental transformation and affects it, and affects your subconscious mood behavior, while it already being able to warp your mind and influence your actions. Sleep manipulation would most likely not work.
Is still a witch, and just wasn't affected by it.
He also resists Aku's specific method of stealing, as he was able to melt and destroy the Citadel's containment. And while being able to eat memories is impressive, those memories can fight back. Not only is Aku fighting many Liches at once, but the Lich is far superior in the Mindscape.
On the other hand, Aku doesn't really resist anything the Lich
When it says Finn in Mindscape, he was able to bombard Finn with his own manipulation and ignition's undead. The Lich would basically replicate exactly what Jack did.
any forms of mind control.
Oh, that's how he wins this.
There's a lot.
Even time portals, while very useful,
Whereas
were
him
cornered,
cannot do that.
countered by the Enchiridion being able to open portals that cause synchronization and time dilation. And the Enchiridion being able to go back in time itself would have been a counter to Aku's portal magic and his pocket realms.
The Enchiridion as a whole just...
The Enchiridion.
It can warp reality. It portals in a way that are...
Gotta pronounce that.
And even enter the universe itself. Aku has no counter to it. Even without the book, Aku has shockingly few resistances of his own. Sure, he has his own...
Perfect opponent for Uma for the Lynch to fight would be Sauron. The Lord of the Rings, man. The Lord of the
I
Rings
mean,
in
it's
the
not like
Dark
Aku has
Lord.
no advantages. He has a better combat strategy.
The one ring to rule them all.
The advantages just only last for so long. But surely we grew up in stats, right? I mean, just look at it.
Pathetic.
That's probably the most one-sided part of all this.
We'll see
It
nothing.
can at least be up for discussion. Characters in Samurai
civil.
Jack can react to lasers, and even beams of
You're
sunlight.
civil.
And Aku was able
I
to
see.
travel outside the solar system. But
Your
Adventure Time has
civilization's
way more beyond that.
Finn traveling Mars and dodging asteroids is 62 times faster than light, already blitzing any reaction feat in Samurai Jack, and even scaling up to reactions, the Lich scaled the Bug, which is 130 trillion times faster than light. Not to mention the fact that the Lich could see the access and easily to the Lich.
Meanwhile, in strength, oh boy. At his best, you could become larger than mountains, burn entire villages, and create very deep craters via his energy beams. That's all impressive, but they all pale in comparison to a feat the Lich does on his own. You see, the mushroom bombs were infused with the Lich's power and essence, and those mushroom clouds were large enough to almost cover the planet. But we see how big they really are in distant lands. Based on the size of these clouds, the mushroom bombs themselves would have had to have destructive capacity of 220 teratons of TNT.
Low end as the bombs ended up spreading, infecting the entire Earth.
This alone, the Lich is far more powerful than Aku, and that's without...
This is a low end, by the way.
can blow up planets, the Ice King could freeze the Earth, and so much more.
Even if we decided to use Aku creating pocket worlds as a physical feat, it still gets outmatched by hundreds of wizards using
Aku stole the soul from the heavens and was hit for the shit casually, but this does not apply to his power. Even if it did, the Lynch would still best S on his own, with his own or with multiversal amps from the Incineron. The Unkgeta. Okay.
universes, and in surviving the explosion...
So that's what the Unkgeta is.
black hole.
But I know what a lot of you are saying. Aku could only be harmed by that blasted sword and divine magic. Nothing else could ever destroy or beat him, and with his impressive regeneration, the Lich know what to actually kill him, right?
Well, not really. Sure, he's very, very hard to kill, but he's not invincible. He's just ruling over species that are weaker than him. We've seen Aku being beaten over and over again by beings that are actually stronger. Like, the guy's been humiliated so many times, and even against people at his level, he can be overpowered and physically harmed.
While yes, in this scene, Aku killed everyone when he went all out, the fact he was being impaled, overpowered, and humiliated in weaker states means that a power difference clearly does matter against him, and in this case, the power gap isn't even close.
It's kind of poetic in a way, isn't it? Between these cosmic evils, only one of them has truly endured absolutely everything. What I mean is, despite his rule and his power, Aku is still a coward. Constantly run from his inevitable demise, constant in fear of the day that pitiful samurai would finally slay him. Aku is so fearful of his absolute death, he would hide out for 50 years, barely even notice his mortal enemy's weapon was gone for all that time, all because he was genuinely terrified of facing Jack. Not only because of the sword, but because of his constant perseverance to keep fighting even after defeat. Now, where have I heard something like that before?
While the Lich fails a lot, he was never afraid of his demise. In fact, he used his constant death to his advantage. No matter how many times you kill him, he always
So
comes back.
that's the point. Oh, so the Lynch was not. So the difference between the Lynch and Aku's afraid of getting killed off. With the Lynch was not afraid of getting killed off. So what does that make him really? Well, I guess even if Aku's afraid to lose to Zack, you don't see. I guess you don't see him. Well, I guess him would be more afraid of losing than not only the girls, but he would be more afraid that he would be losing control. I mean, it is. You got a guy that's losing to one person versus a guy that can anything, like who's even not afraid to harm the girls if he wanted to, but it loses control and manipulation. So you would probably be. So it would be even more poetic if you would have subjected him to the very same fate he was. As he did the little girls in Townsville, and you told him to that kind of freaking nail, and then the least nail, and then you see that so if I ended up wishing the wagon, I might have to end up using the balls to wishing that with that. So if you you're gonna, and if that ain't gonna be bad enough, the leech comes in there, you kill him. And you leave him. And then you leave him. And then you kill off all the Townsville, and then that's it. And then it's done. Yeah.
Anyways, the Lich is everything Aku fears. A being that can never give up, will always fight no matter how many times he's defeated. Someone who's not just immortal physically, but in legend.
I mean, the Lich has also just accomplished so much more than Aku. He's faced things the Shogun of Sora wouldn't bear facing. Aku spent all of his years ruling with a being who could never oppose to no challenge, and the moment there was resistance, he was proven himself.
He's basically Homelander before Homelander ever existed, yeah.
Manipulate death himself, forcing him to be his puppet. Also, he could rape reincarnation in every dead world imaginable.
In short, Aku is near child's play compared to what the Lich has encountered. Not only things like Aku, but even worse. Cosmic balance works in really funny ways. All in all, Aku may present bigger force and was
So the Lynch stomps in all forms, almost in his capabilities, would instantly incapacitate Aku, and generally more experienced against all other magical beings. The Incineron is something that Aku has no counters to. It ends up annihilating skill as the fight goes on, non-skilled in combat, and is a lot louder than skill at the start of the fight.
formidable combatant, but the Lich just had absolutely
Aku, generally more skilled in close combat on a larger scale at the start of the fight but he gets that stomped in all ends. He gets instantly negated in almost all of Lynch's abilities. He instantly loses the scale advantage via the Incineron and other artifacts. And he also has no defense against the incident overall and has never been beaten by one over the Litch. Oh my god, I'm sorry. What did I miss? Well, I kind of figured, well, this is the thing. You missed the part where the real reason why the Winch wins against Aku. Oh man, it's because he is everything. He become literally everything Aku fears. Oh man, I knew it. Dang it, man. This dude. What if he wants to go up against both Scooby-Doo and Courage? Well, I don't think he would worry in that part, because Courage and Scooby are too cowardly to even like somebody as cowardly as him. So that's picking up him. Oh, but they still don't never give up, though. I mean, even though they're kind of cowardly dogs, well, that's probably the problem. He appears that if you're about as cowardly as he is, and you're as good at, yeah, them dogs are gonna get put down to sleep. Yeah. Making Morty won't. They can kill you too. It's more of you never giving up, which I don't think that's a BS. I think that's kind of BS, man. I don't know, man. Somebody could probably debunk that, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Aku has simply never faced a being such as the Lich, and his own cowardice was his ultimate demise.
Aku almost had victory in his possession, but in the end, he was shape-shafted.
Really, Noah, this is the best you've got right now? You know, maybe we really should leave the puns to me going forward, like last time. I don't know. We can talk about it. I'll see you in like 4 weeks. I got locked out.
Wait, Wagon, come back! Think of the Bellotto versus Tetris analysis we have to record. Oh, right. The winner is the Litch. This show would not be possible without viewers like you, and I think a special shout out to
Oh man,
$25
I can't believe it,
Thank
man.
you so much for watching.
Dang, Marco is such a coward, man. Hey, Breifs, don't worry about it. If he goes up against him, he won't have to worry about him, because even he can manipulate. Because here's the thing, he can't manipulate him. The thing is, him can only manipulate. The thing is, him can only do manipulation against people and even the girls. However, when it comes to Aku, he got reality warping in the guy. And even despite the fact that his cowardice has led to a 50-year gap that was waiting to slay the fool, he won't even capitalize on it. In fact, he's just as much more of a coward than he is himself. And once he decides to send him into a time where the girls and all the times ain't afraid of him anymore, and afraid to take their clamp. What's gonna really happen here is, so what's really gonna happen is, what? I don't think I'm gonna give anything away. Wait, I'm not gonna get too much, because I'll be jumping the gun myself. Oh, okay, well, never mind then. Well, you can at least tell me. Well, let's just say him's gonna be in for a rude awakening and once he faces Aku. That's it. Anyway.
See you next time.
Anyway, we're probably not gonna have to edit this, right? Yeah. Right now, I think my mouse is stuck because I can't even unstuck it. What the? Next time on Fan Battle. Oh, it's an ARG fight?
But I ain't done a fucking thing to you. So
also, that's one of the characters you see. Kane versus Tenma. Wait. Hold on, go back. Oh, no. Darn it. Jack versus, Adventure Time. That was crazy. That was crazy. I don't like how they put this together and everything. We couldn't have just seen this, but I think the next time you got the Major Additional Circus versus some other random dude. I mean, but I guess I get it. I mean, Curtis is, man, the 50 years, this is something I didn't even notice about Aku. He was afraid of losing Jack for the whole 50 years, right? Until that one big mistake made him lose anyway. Man, like a one big common punchline with no one left alive. At least with some characters out here. He's got to be the biggest villainous coward in our animation history, man. Makes you can't believe it. Well, at least I'll probably suffer another 4 years for this. Hey, you know what I'm thinking? Oh, he might do something against the Lynch. You should. Oh, he might do something against them. He might find opponents who can beat the Lynch. Anyway. Yeah. But anyway, our monster's kind of stuck, so we're gonna end up ending this recording here. So we'll see you guys next time. 9. For another reaction. Okay? See ya. Bye.